I'm Beth, I'm your RUSU President for 2023, and during our Let's Get Consensual campaign, we asked you to give us your burning questions about sex, consent and relationships, and today we have got Laura Miano to answer those questions.
Hi, I'm Laura Miano. I'm a sexologist and I'm the founder of sex toy concept store Posmo.
We also got a lot of questions as well from students about how they can be good at sex as well. I guess a lot of students are a little bit nervous, especially heading into some of their first sexual experiences as well. Do you have any tips for students with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I see this a lot with people who are having, yet to have their first sexual experience, but I mean also, maybe people kind of at the start of their sexual journeys in life. But yeah, I see people kind of asking, how can I be good at sex? How can I be better at sex? But this question I don't really like this question because sex is not really something you can be good at or bad at because there is no objectively right or wrong way to have sex. It's always going to be about doing what feels right for you. So what I would actually suggest to the students is to try and kind of reframe how they view sex, and trying to kind of move away from figuring out the right way that it's done and moving more towards what they want to get out of the experience. So this is kind of like the difference between like performance-based sex and pleasure-based sex. Performance-based is when you're kind of thinking your way through it and you think that there's a right way to do it. So you're kind of trying to perform the right way.
Yeah.
Pleasure-based sex is when you go into the experience and you just do whatever feels good. And it might not look or sound like how our culture says sex should look or sound like, but it's your unique way. And that is technically, I would say, the right way to do it. It's about pursuing your pleasure. So what I would say to the students is have a think about your first sexual experience or a sexual experience in general and what excites you about it. What are you looking forward to doing? If you're thinking about someone's body, what parts of their body do you want to interact with? How do you want them to interact with yours? Just purely think about the pleasure side of things, and then kind of use that to guide your experience. There's no right way to do it.
And is kind of following up from that, what do you think students can kind of use as well to explore what are pleasure kind of experiences for them as well? Like, are there certain ways, if they're not certain or haven't experienced anything yet, what do you kind of recommend to find out, I suppose?
Yeah, I guess maybe things like masturbation could help for them to explore their own body. Maybe even, while they're watching a movie, if there's a sex scene and they see something that looks, makes them feel a little bit aroused, something like that could be a bit of a telltale sign. Porn as well. I mean, porn is not super educational, but, they might see a certain sexual act and think, oh, wow, I'd really like to try that. Yeah. Could also just be, letting themselves daydream a little bit, and even without having the experience, you can still kind of take your mind there in like a fantasy world. And I wonder if they let themselves kind of daydream, would their mind kind of gravitate towards something that they might like?
No, absolutely. We've all got that. I feel like everyone's got that one movie scene that they're kind of like, I don't know why, but this doing something.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Movies can be a good telltale sign of what you like.
Yeah.